As I rummaged through the dusty attic of the old lighthouse, I stumbled upon an old photograph. It was a faded black and white picture of a man standing on the edge of a cliff, overlooking the vast ocean. The man's face was obscured by a hood, but his eyes seemed to pierce through the lens, sending shivers down my spine. I turned the photograph over, and a name was scribbled on the back, Malachi. I felt an inexplicable connection to the photograph, as if it was trying to convey a message. I had been hiding on this secluded island for months, trying to escape the relentless pursuer who had been chasing me across the seas. They said I was cursed, that my sorcery was tainted by darkness and evil. I didn't know what to believe, but I knew I had to keep running. The island was my refuge, a place where I could hide and try to make sense of my past, but the photograph had stirred something within me, a sense of unease and foreboding. As I descended the creaky stairs of the lighthouse, I noticed a figure standing on the shore. It was a young girl, no more than 10 years old, with a look of determination etched on her face. She was staring out at the sea, her eyes fixed on something in the distance. I approached her cautiously, not wanting to startle her. As I drew closer, I saw that she was staring at a small boat, struggling to stay afloat in the choppy waters. Without hesitation, I rushed into the sea, fighting against the strong currents to reach the boat. The girl was shouting something, but her words were lost in the wind. I finally reached the boat and pulled myself aboard, my heart racing with exhaustion. As I looked up, I saw the girl standing on the shore, her eyes wide with fear. And then, I saw him, my pursuer, standing behind her, his eyes fixed on me with an unnerving intensity. I knew I had to act fast. I grabbed the oars and started rowing, fighting against the currents to put as much distance between myself and the shore. The girl was shouting something, but I couldn't make out her words. I glanced back, and saw my pursuer wading into the sea, his eyes fixed on me with an unrelenting determination. As I rowed, the girl's words became clearer. She was shouting for me to turn back, to save her brother who was trapped in the lighthouse. I hesitated for a moment, weighing my options. If I turned back, I would be caught, and my pursuer would finally have me in his grasp. But if I didn't, the girl's brother would die. I took a deep breath and turned the boat around, rowing with all my might towards the shore. As I reached the shore, I leaped out of the boat and sprinted towards the lighthouse. The girl was shouting something, but I didn't hear her words. I burst into the lighthouse, my heart racing with fear. And then, I saw him, the girl's brother, trapped in the attic, surrounded by flames. I rushed towards him, fighting against the heat and smoke. I grabbed him and pulled him to safety, just as the flames engulfed the attic. As we stumbled out of the lighthouse, I saw my pursuer standing on the shore, his eyes fixed on me with a look of surprise. And then, it dawned on me, he wasn't my enemy. He was the girl's father, and he had been searching for his children everywhere. I had misinterpreted his intentions, and in doing so, I had almost cost the girl's brother his life. As I stood on the shore, watching the lighthouse burn to ashes, I realized that I had been wrong all along. My fear had consumed me, and I had let it dictate my actions. But in that moment, I found courage, the courage to face my fears, and to see the truth for what it was. The photograph, the relic I had found in the attic, was just a reminder of my past, a reminder of the fears that had haunted me for so long. But it was also a reminder of the courage that lay within me, waiting to be unleashed.